Attention, please. Mark has just captured the temperance portion of the contest.
The pool is filled with frolicking, naked young bodies. Unfortunately, this balcony is too high up to get a good view, and the stairs down are nowhere to be seen.
Why is that?
Oh, there's a good reason. You see, the plot doesn't require nude scenes from all those characters, and Al Lowe would never include dozens of naked bodies merely for prurient interest.
Oh. Say, is that the real reason?
No. Our budget was too low to animate all of it. There are few superlatives that could do justice to the innocent beauty of Drew Barrymore's naked form.
How about she's all that and a side of fries?
Well, yes, maybe that one. It's a copy of Persons Magazine, with a big cover story on that hot mother-daughter country western singing duo, the Juggs.
Let's check this out right now.
Here's an article about the country western singing duo, the Juggs. It seems there was a little incident at a recent benefit concert where they were arrested and charged with public lewdness and solicitation. Their publicist blamed it all on a rare chemical sensitivity problem. The article concludes by saying the girls are going to take a little time off, staying out of the limelight until the scandal dies down.
Celebrity magazines are so boring. I'll just leave it here.
Pretty clever of the ship's designers, disguising the engine's air intakes as a giant champagne bucket complete with bottle. Pretty clever of the ship's designers, disguising the engine's exhaust pipes to look like a monster truck's exhaust pipes. Well, not too clever. You'd do anything to hear another Bush joke, wouldn't you? Once champagne imported all the way from the San Joaquin Valley trickled its way up, over, and down enough glasses to sink a Lexus. Now budget cutbacks demand barely enough water to fill the spa. Lucky Bubbles.
Hiya, girls. My name's Larry. Larry Laffer?
Laffer? Oh, that's a funny little old name. I'll bet you're a funny little old fella, too.
Well, gee, I guess so. Say, don't I know you?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, you're famous, aren't you?
We're the Juggs. My name's Nailmi. And this here's my daughter, Wydoncha. So, you ever heard our records, Larry?
So, why are a couple of famous singers like you taking a cruise?
Well, to be honest, Larry, fame can be a curse as well as a blessing. All that touring was just wearing us out. Not to mention the fact that we can't show our faces in public again until the heat's off. Why don't you hush your mouth?
What do you mean, till the heat's off?
Oh, there was an unpleasant little incident about a month ago. We was doing a benefit at a maximum security women's correctional facility. We was trying to give our poor sisters a chance to forget their troubles. It's always for the fans, don't you know? That, and our manager said it'd be a cheap way to shoot our new cable special, Caged Heat, Jugs Behind Bars. Why don't you? Who's telling the story anyway? Anyway, turns out that day we had a little trouble of fitting into our spandex costumes. See, Mama'd been hitting them tour bus donuts again. Why don't you shush? Anyhow, you know, the show must go on. So I just had one of our roadies spray us down with some silicone lubricant. And we just slid right in.
Well, there's an interesting image.
Anyhow, we had no idea those hot stage lights would trigger a chemical reaction between the spandex and that silicone lubricant. Woo-wee! That was something.
It did cause a commotion.
Oh, yeah.
So, what happened?
It's all kind of just a blur now.
Let's just say after that, everywhere we went, we was accosted by tabloid photographers.
We was mobbed.
And once they aired that videotape on a Nashville affair, well, we just had to lay low for a while.
So here we are, just soaking up some rays and a kicking back.
So, why do you wear spandex outfits if it caused you so much grief?
For the fans, don't you know?
Yep, it's always for the fans. And because its mild corseting action keeps Mama out of them full-figured sizes.
Why don't you? That'll be enough.
So, do you think the hot spotlights had anything to do with your little problem, you know, at the prison show?
Hey, that's a thought.
You know, that might have been. Stage lights can get awful warm sometimes.
But I guess there's just no way of knowing.
Now, let's see, I've kind of forgotten. Which of you is the mother and which is the daughter?
Oh, shucks, Larry. Ain't you the little flatterer? I'm Wydoncha's mama, don't you know? Of course, we are dang near the same age. I had her on my first ovulation.
Heck yeah, I'm 19, and Mama's been 29 for at least 5 years.
Wydoncha, you are not funny.
I notice you both have really large, hairstyles.
Yeah, you like them?
Well, they're sure, big. How do you get them that way?
Now, Larry, that's a little old showbiz secret.
To get it really big, I like to hang upside down.
Why don't you stop?
And to keep the hairspray from sticking to your outfit, you just about gotta be buck naked.
That's about enough, why don't you?
That's actually too much, but thanks for sharing.
Anytime.
I was wondering, you know, how'd you get them so big?
They are something, ain't they?
Now, why don't you? Modesty, honey child.
Modesty? I don't see why. I mean, those are the biggest, the best.
Now, Larry, lots of women in our work have them this big. In fact, some are even bigger.
Is that possible? I mean, how do they stand up?
Why, hairspray, darling.
What?
Yeah, Mama and me is real proud of our bouffants.
Yeah. Your hair is great, too. I can't help but notice, you two seem to log a lot of hours in that hot tub.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you and me just love these jacuzzis, don't we, hon?
Ooh, yeah. And they're kind of necessary, don't you know? In our line of work, that is.
Necessary?
Well, yeah, huh? You can't remove this much makeup without steaming it for a couple hours.
Why don't you?
Once we stayed at this cheap hotel with Tammy Faye. You should have seen her. She went to their little coin-op sauna with a big bag of change and told the attendant, just keep on feeding them quarters till you see mascara run out under the door.
Why don't you hush? I'm sure Mr. Laffer ain't interested in our grooming tips.
Yeah.
So, what kind of music do you sing?
Both kinds. Country and Western.
Ass-kicking country Western.
Why don't ya? We don't use that kind of language no more.
Sorry, Mama. Butt-kicking.
Now, see? Was that so hard? You probably know our big hit. Big hair and tangled limbs.
Well, it doesn't ring a bell.
What about I got my panties round my ankles and pain round my heart? You know that one, don't you?
It sure sounds like a Grammy winner.
Oh, hon, it is. It is. When we finish that, there ain't a dry eye in the house.
So just what kind of music do you listen to, anyway?
Disco. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. You know, some folks say it's coming back.
Well, I don't.
But, see, I say it never left.
You are a funny little fella.
Do you have any recordings I could listen to?
You know, I'd love to give you an autographed copy of our latest CD, this Juggs for you. But we left for this cruise in such a hurry, we only had time to grab a few lacy nothings off in the bus.
Oh, that's okay. I far prefer the superior fidelity of 8-track.
Say, you are a funny little feller.
Hi, my name's Bill Gates.
Couldn't be. You're too geeky.
Slam dunk score.
You two must be performing here on the cruise.
We weren't gonna at first.
See, we're on vacation, don't you know?
Yeah, we was just wanting a break.
From the pressures of fame.
But our manager insists we keep our act tight. So we decided to do one special show.
For the fans, don't you know?
God love 'em.
Aboard the PMS Bouncy, the champagne flows like water, but not in these glasses. Nailmi Jugg is one of the great country singers.
Say, isn't that an oxymoron?
Wydoncha Juggs is typical of the problem in country music today. Too much substance, not enough flash. You pray that dew isn't flammable. Better coiffures through chemistry. They look so much alike they could be mother and daughter. There's a pair of lips that have been wrapped around more than just a beer bottle. Now there's a body that's paid its dues in haystacks. The Juggs are every bit as natural as their hair. This Juggs for you.
Wow, what you got in mind, honey?
Don't you threaten me, boy. I had an old man who used to pull that
Mama! He's locked up safe and sound. Please, Larry, put that away.
Read it.
Read it, hell, you're in it.
Christ, it's already hot enough in here.
Yeah, this warm tropical sun is heat enough for me. See, Mama don't read much.
Yeah, especially magazines. Hate 'em, ever since they turned on us.
Oh, Mama, you're so paranoid.
Paranoid hell. I know they're out to get us. Oh, we don't want that, do we, Wydoncha?
Oh, we don't want that, do we, Mama?
Did you mention silicone lubricant?
Whoa, boy, get that away from me.
Mama still has nightmares over that stuff.
Never again. You combine that stuff with our costumes, and God only knows what'll happen. My fourth husband loved to play craps. Damn shame that's also how he played. You're really lost, aren't you, Larry? Christ, this is just like being on the road.
Oh, Mama, I think he's kind of cute.
How long you been out in this sun, Wydoncha? Are you okay?
I was thinking about entering that contest. That captain is dang near edible.
Wydoncha, remember, we voted, and bisexuality lost.
Have you girls ever, considered, how do I say this?
You go on ahead, Larry. You ain't gonna shock us.
Well, have you ever thought about, a threesome?
Oh, we considered it. We thought it might spice things up a little, don't you know?
Really? Wow!
Yeah, the road gets lonely with just Mama and me.
Yeah, I'll bet.
But we finally decided another band member wouldn't really work out.
Oh. Well, it's been nice chatting with you.
Be sure you catch our show in the lounge tonight.
Y'all come back now, here?
Your attention, please. Jen has just won the Strip Shuffleboard Tournament.
Oh my God! A large sculpture of King Neptune guards the entrance to Captain Queeg's ballroom. These doors lead backstage and are off-limits to the public. Never the bashful one, eh, Larry?
They're locked.
You've never seen a glass-bottomed swimming pool before, especially one with nude swimmers. There could be a kitschier room someplace, somewhere, somehow, but it seems doubtful. She's just a sculpture, but you could learn to love her just the same. Cute, the chandeliers look like underwater bubbles. While it may look impressive, that pediment is just painted foam core and PVC pipe. Sometime soon, this runway will be covered with beautiful women wearing beautiful clothes and no underwear.
And that's beautiful in its own way. Yeah, baby!
A gorgeous woman sits before a drafting table, the floor around her littered with the discards of hours of work. She looks troubled, anguished, distraught.
I'd say she needs a good man. Hello there, beautiful. What's a mermaid like you doing here in this Atlantis city?
Get out! This is a private area. I rented this ballroom for the entire cruise, and I certainly don't want anyone to see moi near anyone dressed like vous.
Oh, French, huh? I so enjoy the French way.
Yeah, I bet you do. Still, I'm having no luck here. Maybe a few minutes of inane distraction with this imbecile will start my creative juices flowing again. Je suis Jamie Lee, the famous haute-couture fashion designer.
Not Jamie Lee Coitus, former leggy supermodel?
Oui, I was and still am quite leggy. And who are vous?
Larry? Larry Laffer? You've probably heard of me too, huh?
No.
Jamie's drawing table reminds you of your high school art teacher.
Yeah, but she was never that into polyester. Or me, for that matter.
Leggy, slender Jamie Lee Coitus is a former Bayonne prom queen, beautiful enough to become a successful Paris supermodel. After retiring from the runway a few years ago, she became a leading haute couture designer. She's held up well. You still find her gorgeous and desirable. That is, you did until you heard her speak. Jamie's hair reminds you of your high school art teacher.
Yeah, when she started teaching art appreciation, every guy in the school signed up.
Jamie's face reminds you of your high school art teacher.
Yeah, She couldn't be more desirable if I drew her myself, if I could draw.
How could lips that look so good produce a voice that sounds so bad? Jamie's body reminds you of your high school art teacher.
Yeah, she was something else, but her class was a real disappointment.
Yes, who ever heard of a drawing class without nude models?
My God, Jamie, you've got great legs.
Oui, I do.
And an ego to match. Jamie's breasts remind you of your high school art teacher.
Oh, I remember her. She was that young first-year teacher with the great body.
Bingo!
What's a nice girl like you doing in a dive like this?
Hey, I'm earning a nice living, Larry. And what does this look like to you? A singles bar?
Where are you from?
I am from Jersey.
So I suppose you spell your name C-U-R-T-I-S?
No, why?
You know, I used to have a lamp like that hanging over my computer desk.
And your point is?
Oh, nothing, I guess. I am so lame. You've gone through a lot of paper.
Ain't it the truth? What am I gonna do? I gotta get an idea from somewhere.
Why do designers keep changing clothes every year? I mean, why not stick with what looks really good, like leisure suits?
Think, Larry. If fashion changed slowly, people wouldn't need clothes as often. They'd stop spending money. Economies would die. Millions of sweatshops and factories would go out of business. Unemployment would be rampant. So don't you see, the world really needs haute couture.
Oh. You don't really have your clothes made in sweatshops, do you?
Of course not. Au contraire. No, honey, I carefully inspect every floor of every manufacturing facility in every country every day for non-politically correct conditions. Yeah, and I change the needles on all their sewing machines, too. What are you, naive? Haute couture really provides a service to third world countries. We keep people inside, out of the sun. Sometimes it's even cooler inside. Well, usually not, but it could be.
Oh. Oh, you look distraught. What are you working on?
Distraught? I'm bugging. I was gonna use this friggin' cruise to show off my new spring line to the world fashion press. I even paid their way along with us. But now I just learned my arch rival, that bastard Calvin Klein, scooped me. He pirated my entire spring line, waited till we sailed, then showed it to the press as his spring line.
He can't do that.
Ha! Tell him that. But what in the hell am I supposed to do? My whole line will be laughed at. I gave it my all, and now it'll be called derivative. I gotta show something before we dock, but I'm beaten all out of inspiration.
Oh, well, I wish there was something I could do to help you. The collection Calvin Klein ripped off, what was it like?
Oh, it was feminine and sexy, kicky. You know, the perfect look for the office, then out on the town. It matches the way a woman lives today. I was so totally inspired.
In other words, exactly like every other designer's line.
What's your favorite fabric this season?
Natural dyed and patterned cotton. Soft, flowing, kicky. How about you?
Felt. Get it?
Ugh, I should have guessed.
So, would there be any chance of finagling a ticket to this fashion show of yours?
Oh, no. It's strictly for the industry press. We would never allow, in public, d'ordinaire.
So, if there's gonna be a fashion show, there's gonna have to be models here, right?
Oui. But what good will they do moi? They have nothing to wear.
Say, that would be a show. I bet modeling is just about the best career ever.
Ha! It is to laugh. It sucks, Larry. That's why I'm a designer and not a model. Dig?
Hey, I bet you could help me with this competition. One of my categories is Best Dressed Man. Got any suggestions?
Suggestions? Dress? Voo?
Yeah, the leisure suit. It is a kinda awesome look, isn't it? But if I help you out, say, with an idea, you would be grateful, right?
Grateful, oui. Gracious, doubtful. It would be so non-couture. I have scissors backstage. Mon cher, authors write books like that about moi. I don't read them. Andy Warhol and I once used one of those. Hey, I've got enough pressure. I don't need heat, too. Vogue? I think not. Very sticky. So what? You are really lost, aren't you, Larry? Your room, I presume? Sure. I'll just drop everything right here and rush off to Nirvana with Voo. You're never gonna win unless you cheat. Yeah, like I would be interested in that.
Well, I'm off, Jamie Lee.
Tell me something I didn't know.
Yeah, baby.
C'est magnifique.
Your attention, please. Don has just won the high-speed portion of the contest.
Hey, Johnson. How's it hanging, Johnson? It's me, Larry.
Hey, fella, what's your name again?
Oh, well, you can call me Lar, or you can call me Larry, or you can call me Larry, Larry Laffer, or you can call me Laffer, but don't call me Schmuck. Excuse me, Johnson. I want a glass of lime juice.
No,
Why not?
we don't serve just lime juice,
And why not?
'cause it ain't on the menu.
Oh, it ain't it?
Nope, and if it ain't on the menu, I ain't serving it.
Well then, how about you make me a lime Ricky, Johnson? Is that on your menu?
Yeah. Okay, one lime Ricky, coming up.
But leave out the gin, okay?
Okay, virgin.
And leave out the soda water, okay?
Okay,
And leave out the sugar, okay?
okay.
And leave out the friggin' ice, okay?
Why, you
and make it snappy.
Here, buck her up. Nah, I already got me a lime cutting knife right here. Oh, well, I don't need that. I got me a removable knot hole back there in the wall to the Juggs dressing room. Don't that belong down in the restaurant? I hear them suckers is mighty powerful, if you use them with the right lens and reflector. Want me to put a little around your rim? You ain't gotta rub it in. I know you tricked me. Now just take your damn lime juice and get the hell out of here!
Oh, Johnson? I want a gigantic erection.
Well, talk to the captain, not me.
No, I mean a drink. A cocktail?
Oh, well, that'll take a while. Are you sure?
Oh, I'll wait. No problem.
Come on in, honey.
Oh, Mama, not again.
Yee-haw!
Your attention, please. Bob has just won the nude pole vaulting portion of the competition.
Tread on me. The Juggs don't need bales of hay in their dressing room. It's just been a provision of Nailmi's contract ever since she had that Shetland pony in the act, way back in '74.
Hey, I've heard of that. But I always thought the guys were kidding me.
Yeah, baby.
This barrel is filled with fire water.
Ugh, me like 'em fire water.
No, Larry, real water, in case a hairdo bursts into flames. Obviously, the Juggs have more clothes than you've seen them wear.
This gun rack is a perfect opportunity for me to tell you Al Lowe's favorite cell line for this game. It's even more like Mist than Doom. Yeah, pretty good, huh?
Yes, marketing thought it sucked too. Now that's a can of hairspray. The Juggs have many styles of shoes, all of them boots. Each of their songs is on a separate disc. One disc is titled, "I've got panties round my ankles and pain around my heart." Each of their songs is on a separate disc. One disc is titled, "Felt Up and Feeling Blue." The Juggs have a karaoke stereo system with a collection of all their hit records' backup tracks. They use it for practice as well as for some of these small-time gigs. That way, they needn't be bothered with hiring live musicians.
Boy, does that suck.
The first time that I saw his face is when I realized he's got his daddy's eyes and his other daddy's smile.
This button is unmarked. You'd better not push it. You have no idea what would happen. What a surprise! You pushed an unmarked button. You hope nothing bad happens.
Whew, got away with another one.
Can't you just picture the Juggs, their heads hovering above that hair trough? That's not a mirror, just a shadowy reflection of one. The Juggs left a can of spray deodorant on their dressing table. You could take the deodorant, but shouldn't you leave something in its place so they don't notice? Sneaky idea! The Juggs will never notice. The two cans look almost identical. This is the silicone lubricant that you cleverly substituted for the Juggs deodorant, you sly devil. After all the trouble you went through to put this here, now you want to take it?
Yeah, I guess that wasn't so bright, huh?
Your attention, please. Al has just finished the flatulence portion of the competition. E-Deck will reopen in 15 minutes.
It's the official state deodorant of Texas, Smokin' Pits with the smell of down-home barbecue.
Cybersniff 2000.
If you had some sugar and water, you could use this lime juice to make limeade.
But I don't like limeade.
Good thing you enjoy looking at it, then.
Hey, loser! You want this drink you ordered? I'll charge it to your room.
Thanks. Hey! My banana's all soft and flaccid with little brown spots.
Sorry, bud. I only do drinks.
This is the follow spot used for stage shows.
Let me just ease this. Oops.
How many Sierra software engineers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, I've heard this one. 2, right? But how could they fit inside?
Nope, none. It's a hardware problem. Take what exactly? It's an empty socket. That's a sneaky idea. The bulb fits. It's the right voltage, but won't it make the stage uncomfortably warm? You'd better be sure you're not on stage when this baby fires up. Stop fussing. It's fine.
Hello again, Miss Peggy.
Hello, head.
Does she have any? Peggy's one good eye is more than enough. You've got to admit not many women are daring enough to go for that beard stubble look. I can't read that. Al, what are you asking me to do here? I can't. I have standards. I'm a professional spokesperson. I happen to be the voice of the Allied Car Dealers of Banning.
You call that a knife? Ha! This is a f***ing knife! Nah, just kidding. Hey, all right, stop your shaking. You're trying to tell me I need a bath, gerbil nuts? Step closer. I'll give you a whiff of something no deodorant can conquer. Yeah, I read it, but it takes more than that to get this old p***y off. I was wondering who stole my f***ing fire hose. Serve those b****s right at the headquarters. I told them some loser would steal them hoses. Shit. Your passengers will steal anything I don't nail down. Are
you kidding? I'm sour enough without lime juice. Don't read. Won't read. Can't read. I'm already sticky enough without this. You might as well steal everything from the kitchen. Those lazy assholes don't do shit down there. Everything they serve comes in a can. Kinda like me. That ain't my screwdriver, is it? I lost one a couple of days ago.
Oh, no, Miss Peggy. I found that on top of the sculptor's scaffold.
Yeah, it's too bad about that guy, ain't it? Found him floating behind the ship last night. Suicide note in his cabin said his whole life had turned to shit. Seems like some asshole f***ed up his life's work. Shit! You ain't very smart, are ya? These dice ain't even been sanded down yet.
So, where can I find a cabin boy, Peggy?
You stupid son of a bitch. Don't you know you can never find a cabin boy when you need him? Shit! I go looking for one near every night, right before bed, and do I find one? Hell no!
Well, my needs are a bit simpler. I just want a favor.
Well, there is one sneaky-ass little foreign motherfucker always hiding out down there in the employees' break room. Name of Xqwzts or something like that, I don't know. Why don't you try looking there?
Thanks, Peggy. Good recommendation. I will. So, Miss Peggy, would you tell me about Xqwzts Q?
Cheap f***ing foreign bastard. All his kind wants to do is take jobs away from us real Americans.
Miss Peggy, when was the last time you even saw America?
1973. And what's it to you, you little d***head?
Ever regret asking a question?
Course the j***off's got one sneaky f***ing hobby.
What's Xqwzts' hobby?
That Xlax is one perverse little motherfucker. Always sneaking around the f***ing ship's secret passageways, spying on the f***ing paying customers. That little bird.
Is that legal?
You mean is he legal? Hell no! Oh, but that don't stop the little from doing it, does it now? I'd like to know what he does with all the film he shoots. A blackmail would be my guess. Or maybe the alt.pervert news group.
Is there anything Xqwzts needs? I mean, something I could give him to gain his favor?
I don't know if he needs anything, but I know what he wants. And it sure ain't a whiff of my crabby
Is there anything Xqwzts wants?
Simple-minded little piece of shit. Can't you figure anything out? He wants to get into the US of A, alright? But he ain't got no f***ing chance, schmuck, cause he ain't got no f***ing passport.
Passport, huh? Well, that shouldn't be so hard to find on a cruise ship.
You are one dumb son of a bitch, ain't ya? Don't you remember what happened to all the passports when you came aboard? Oh, no. Probably you were too busy sniffing them fine young officers, wasn't ya?
I'll see you around, Miss Peggy.
It's been my f***ing pleasure, you prick.
Your attention, please. All contestants, be sure to complete the social disease pre-test on your scorecard.
The first time that I saw his face is when I realized he's got his daddy's eyes and his other daddy's smile.
Thank y'all and God bless.
Thank you so much. And now, we need a volunteer for the unplugged part of our set. Who wants to play with our jugs?
Wow!
Why, looky here, Mama. A volunteer.
Howdy, buckaroo.
Pardon us while we whip these out.
Hey, Johnson, how about some of that special lighting? Why don't you, honey? Is it hot in here?
Oh, Mama, I'm a-getting that feeling again.
Grab him.
Okay, there's my room. I'm gonna make it without a single soul seeing me naked.
Yeah, baby.
This stage is a veritable vaudevillian's graveyard, where talentless acts go to die.
The Juggs must have lost the electric chase lights from their clothing in the frenzy of our passionate lovemaking.
Either that, or their batteries run down. What are you going to do with those? You haven't seen a mixer like this since you ran sound for that rock band back in high school. No, leave well enough alone. There's Dildo.
Hey, cutie! We'll be back to pick you up real soon!
The Juggs spare no expense bringing the utmost in musical realism to their act. Fortunately for everyone, there is no tape in Mr. Karaoke Box. That's the remote control the sound engineer uses to turn on and off the Juggs' electric clothing. There's a remote possibility you could use that.
Your attention, please. Lane has just won the nude blindfolded tattooing competition.
The Juggs' costumes were decorated with strings of battery-powered chase lights. Everything seems intact, but there doesn't seem to be any way to turn them on.
I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that.
This looks suspiciously like a remote control. But to remotely control what?
Cool!
Yes, the remote does control the chase lights. But now what?
If it isn't my old friend, the bartender.
Yeah, right. You want a drink or don't you? Damn, them lights look familiar. I recognize that. That's the little gizmo what the sound man uses to make the Juggs' costumes light up. It's pretty powerful. Sometimes he'd just pop the show's audio to his room, lie in bed, and use that little sucker from there.
The chase light wrapped steel spike would look sort of Christmassy if it were green and cone-shaped and sticking up through the floor. But instead it's steel and pointy and sticking down through the ceiling. This professional quality competition grade tossing horseshoe is made of expensive titanium molybdenum alloys with graphite fibers and is a size 43 extra wide. Watch out!
Congratulations, another ringer.
Your attention, please. Larry Laffer has just won the horseshoe tossing portion of the competition with a record high perfect score of 100 points. Congratulations, Larry! You really stuck it to him.
Ugh. I hope that's my card. Where can I find a cabin boy?
I don't know where the cabin boys go. Maybe one of the other employees knows, so stop bugging me with your personal problems. I'm only here to serve our passengers.
But I am a passenger.
See, there you go again.
Bowling balls may not be removed from the bowling competition area.
I'm looking for that cabin boy, Xqwzts, or whatever his name is.
Oh, sure, I'll leave him a note. He'll get to it. Never.
I'd like my passport, please. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Nope, not allowed.
What do you mean, not allowed? Why not? It's my passport. I should be able to get my passport at any time.
Ooh, Mr. Big Tough Guy. Don't beat me, please. Well, on second thought, you can go ahead and beat me. Okay, I don't care. You can have it back. Just show me your identification.
My passport is my identification.
I must see some form of photographic identification or no pasaporte. Those are my rules.
You're making this up as you go along, right?
Sorry, no photo ID, no passport.
Let me see if I understand this. To get back my photo ID, I have to show you my photo ID.
Don't bother me with details.
Please deposit $1.75 for each additional minute.
Is there anywhere aboard ship where I could get a photo ID made?
Right. Like I'm gonna help you steal poor Mr. Laffer's passport. Uh-huh.
But I am Mr. Laffer.
That's yet to be proven, hunky.
Oh.
Oh, don't you threaten me, you hear me? I have friends, and they know where you sleep at night, honey. Ew, barbecue? Not moi. Ew, not me. You take that right back where you got it before I call security, little man. I don't want to ever hear of you stealing ship's possessions again. Don't think I'm not on to you. I heard about your lime juice alteration experiments when I visited Roswell. No thanks. I'll stick to GQ. not even a remote possibility I could help you out with that thing. What is it? Complaining to me about the quality of this will do you no good. In fact, I rather like its coarse nature, its rough-hewn naturalism, its enormous...
Never mind. Can I use this as an ID?
Does it have your photo on it?
Well, no.
Then it's not a photo ID, Einstein. May I hurt you?
What did you say?
May I help you? What did you think I said?
Well, it doesn't matter.
You've got that right. So, you gonna ask your stupid question, or shall we continue exchanging banalities?
Peter, and may I call you Pete? You've got an attitude problem, don't you?
Peter will be fine, and that's totally uncalled for. In fact, you are uncalled for.
What?
I said you have no phone messages. What did you think?
Look, I just want to know one thing.
Yeah, this time.
Did you say something?
Who? Moi? No, please continue. This is so fascinating.
I forgot what I was asking about.
There's a blessing.
Oh, now I remember.
Great. I can't wait.
Yeah, Pete, you know that scorecard you gave us at the meeting?
Peter. Yes?
What do I do with that?
Holy merd. That's how you trigger the various contests, sweetheart. Give it to the judge or insert it into the machine, slowly. Or scan it with the scanner. As if it would make any difference.
What?
Good luck. And please, let me know when you'd like to interrupt my busy day again, okay?
The white courtesy zones are for loading and unloading only.
I'm a little worried about the charges on my account. Could you check my balance for me?
Of course. Wait here. I'll be right back.
The purser's telephone is a standard office model, complete with LCD and LND.
What does that mean?
A liquid crystal display and a last number dialed button. You aren't good with TLAs.
I'm good with T and A's, but what's TLA's?
3-letter abbreviations. You don't really want to use this phone to make a call. You could get caught. This button displays the last number dialed on the telephone's liquid crystal display. Good idea. That will tell you the last number the purser dialed.
Hell? Wow. You must be calling my internet provider.
That's 1134, Larry. You're reading it upside down.
Oh. Yeah, I knew that.
Bowling balls may not be removed from the bowling competition area.
Your account is minuscule. Only $5,002. Purser's desk.
Now what? Is there anywhere aboard ship where I could have a photo ID made?
Nice try, sweetie. Purser's desk. Is this really important?
This is Agent Fritzlin with the SBI. Are you in charge?
Of course I'm in charge. What the hell is the SBI?
Shipboard Bureau of Investigation. We're looking for the passport of one... Larry Laffer. Now, listen carefully. Are you listening?
What?
Damn it, man. Pay attention. Laffer. Larry Laffer. Retrieve his passport from the ship's safe. Place it in a plain brown manila envelope. Seal it carefully. Place a small pencil mark across the seal and leave it on the corner of your desk. Then leave your station and wait out of sight. One of my men will walk by in exactly 11 minutes. Synchronize watches on my mark. 5, 4.
Oh, just right. I know who you are, okay? And I never, ever give up.
3, 2.
Nothing, do you understand? You people lurk everywhere.
2, 1, 0.
Dice may not be removed from the craps table area.